Appreciated, Coach. Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
10. Check 13. Check 13. 32. Alert 3. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, orbit. 56 to Mike.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Check it out, read.
Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Mariota to throw it this time. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Mariota buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready? Blue 18. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On third down, Mariota. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December
Yay,
left.
more football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ringer, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Okay. Alert! Check.
To throw again. Stafford airing it out deep for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys, they push out in front further. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford, he's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
SOS, SOS. Hey, easy. Check 26, check 26.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Play fake, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for number 82, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boys, 52.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
51. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
66.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota flushed out right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's another Cowboys first down.
They go play action. Mariota out to his left. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Joe Mixon, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Blue 16! Like 7!
On first down, Stafford here. He's going deep for Brown. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Now it's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, he finds his running back, Mixon. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Not
a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. One.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
One.
Play action now. Mariota gets this one to Hill. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Alert!
On first down at Stafford. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 49 yards.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll give it to Mixon. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. 3.
2nd down and goal. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marcus Mariota taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
I'm here all day. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Easy alert. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
From the 44, Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Double right. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
60. Get the ball. 70. Smooth. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Hey. Twits. Watch the twits. Check 3. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. The open man is Smith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll run forward to Cohen, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, If you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
250! 65! 65! Hey, alert 3, alert 3! Check. Lucky! He's crashed!
Throwing again. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Stafford on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Set. Monday. 180. 56. Squeeze, double. Mike 56. Mike 21. Check. Five.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Stay 50. 56. Go. Check.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Steps away to his left. This is caught. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go one more. Mike, 56. Hey, echo. Hey, come on, now. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They snap it to Stafford. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
52 to Mike. You're trash.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to Mixon on first down. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What you got, Heavy? Charlie? Give me something.
Mariota here to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.